I think we're live now, maybe. I'm live.
Clean your shit up.
Okay, there we are. We're live. I think people are here. Aloha. Darlene, how are you? Aloha says, hello, Mrs. Chef.
Hello. Who's Aloha?
Aloha is one of my very first subscribers. I believe she is a doctor in California.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that light's bright. Okay, let's turn it off. Dodgy, how are you? Cheryl S. Hola. Hola, hola. Wait for a few more people to get in here. I'm having problems. See, I was trying to go digitally mobile, and the damn thing still won't let me. So we did it the old-fashioned way. I'm going through StreamYard on the laptop. So I was going to let y'all know about an upcoming trip we're going to be doing. It should be fun. So me and Mrs. Jeff are planning a trip to the very far southern reaches of the. You're a nurse, okay? Aloha, you're a nurse. Good evening, B. Athens. How are you? B. Athens really like the Italian bread salad recipe we did back in the summertime. Yeah. So we're planning this road trip down to the very far parts of Louisiana. Where are we going, Mrs. Chef? She said we're going to Avery Island.
Yes.
So we're going to Avery Island. We're going to be going checking out where the Tabasco pepper is bottled and stored and all that good stuff. Can y'all see me? I don't even know. This thing is kind of screwy. So we are going to be going down to the very far parts of Louisiana, all the way down to the coast. And it should be a good time for everybody. We're going to film and video, and hopefully by the end, my cell phone will let me live stream. I've been at 1,000 subscribers for a couple weeks now, and it still won't let me. So you see me? Good deal. How would Elvis say? Give me a 69 if you can see me. Some dumb shit. Anyway, we're gonna be checking out some good food for sure. My plan is to not eat at all the expensive places, but eat at the local small places. Definitely get some boudin balls, get jambalaya and gumbo and all the good stuff that people are familiar with, but also try to find those off the beaten path little eateries. Hello, Tammy Ball. How are you? Cheryl S. How are you? Anyway, we're gonna try to find some really cool food to go check out. I'm gonna see my family in Opelousas. I'm gonna also stop. I don't know if y'all familiar with Billy and Rhonda. I'm gonna see them in Shreveport from Strong's Adventure. Gonna meet up with them one night, and then going down to Natchitoches, which is one of my favorite little towns in Louisiana. Go down to my hometown area of Opelousas, see my family there, and then make it all the way over to New Orleans to see my daughters because she's down there. So should be a fun trip. Hey, I see some other people in here starting to pop up. We got the Lion 227. How are you, Lion? RJ, how are you? 96, you're standing on your head. Good deal. Yeah, so it should be a fun trip. You like the road trips, the foodie sample? I try to do every time I do those road trips. When I do the insane on the road, those are my favorite videos to do. By the way, I know they don't give me views as the crazy stuff, but it's they're fun to do. I like doing them. I really like exploring the small towns. You can find always try to find y'all some crazy eatery that people normally wouldn't see. Some small shop where they're doing pimento cheese or making their own bread or whatever, something fun everybody gets to see. That's what I enjoy doing, and Mr. Chef enjoys it, so we have a good time together. But not going to chain places and finding out some cool food in those. All right, who we got in here? We got RJ63. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while in here. Sandra, how are you? Thank you, Sandra. Walking Journey. Never got the notification, not even showing up on my subscriber thread. What is up? I don't know. My phone still, it's been 2 weeks. They still will not let me live stream. So I've been wanting to do some on the scenes live stream, but I can't do it. So anyway, we're going to go down there. We're going to have lots of good food and fun, I hope. I do have one issue going on in my life right now that could make this trip change. My grandmother just got put in hospice on Saturday here in Dallas. So I've been dealing with that last week. So if she's expected to live longer than the road trip, so hopefully this won't interfere, but we'll see how it all goes. I've been spending as much time as I can with going to the hospital and now the hospice hospital. So, but other than that, hopefully this trip goes good because I want to see my daughter anyway. Okay, who else we got here? We got Linda. Hello, Linda. We got Ted Kennedy. All right, we got Ted Kennedy. Don't worry about that thing that happened up in Massachusetts. We know it wasn't true. Thank you, Sandra, and thank you, Aloha. It's just something I got to deal with. Hello, Linda. Caitlin, hello. Tammy Ball, hello. Yeah, so it should be a fun road trip, and I'm really you're craving them tacos, walking journey. Well, come back up. Tomorrow I got a crazy party I'm doing, a plated meal, so that should be fun. I heard D-Dub Travels is back in town, so maybe I'll link up with him at some point. I'd like to go do a live stream, but still can't, so we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go, and Avery Island is super cool. I've never been to Avery Island, but I've read a lot about it. I always wanted to go, so that should be some cool videos coming out of there. That's where they bottle the Tabasco hot sauce, grow the peppers, and then what's the name of the gardens right next to there we were talking about? Yeah, Rip Van Winkle Gardens. So that should be pretty interesting. I plan to stop by Jean Lafitte's. I don't know if it's his house or a house he lived in or something, but he buried a bunch of pirate treasure there. So that should be cool. We'll check that out. And I think the Jefferson House is another place we were talking about. Just a lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna go all the way down to Grand Isle. Now, there ain't a whole lot in Grand Isle, but at least it'll be cool to check out. Well, thank you, Sandra. I love the humor, everybody. If y'all didn't catch the video I did earlier, I was looking up stuff because I'm thinking about going back to Vegas, and I was looking up cheap eats because like I said, I don't want to eat at all the chain places and the places people know about. I like finding the off the beaten path places to eat. So I was looking up videos, and all the videos were funny because they all start the same. They have this big intro, and then it's like, so if you use your this app, you can save 10% at such and such, and same bullshit, same chain places. I'm like, man, fuck this. I want to see shit that's, off the beaten path. Nobody puts it on there. So my last video I posted a few hours ago was about what I do when I go to Vegas. Yes, frying pigeons. Let's get the comments here for a minute. Yes, I am taking my metal detector, B. Athens, for sure. I'm taking the metal detector. It's sitting right over there, and I'm taking it with me for sure. Linda, you saw it. Yeah, it's a crazy video. I like doing those crazy videos every now and then. Walking Journey, you want to meet up with D-Dubs? Well, we can probably arrange that tomorrow night. I got a plated meal I got to do downtown, and then I'll be freed up. So maybe we can do that. When are you off work, Walking Journey? Linda, I'm going all over the southern part of Louisiana. I'm gonna basically travel Highway 1 all the way till it ends at Grand Isle, and then over back up and around to New Orleans. We gotta go around Lake Salvador and all to get back to New Orleans, but we'll do that. Tammy says, ask Lamont. I'm sure he knows some good places. All Lamont knows is Taco Bell and McDonald's. That's about all he eats. One of my favorite animal rescues there in Louisiana is Pit Bull rescue all kinds of dogs. Well, that's cool. What are they rescuing from? All the oil, all the oil got in the ocean, or what? Or from the hurricane, probably. Poker Crowd. YouTube does some of the beaten track food places in Vegas. Okay, I'll check that out. Poker Crowd. Okay. I'll check that out. Linda, you about Texarkana? I'm in the Big D, the Big Dump, Dallas. I'm planning on moving soon too. Getting out of this area. About had it. Yeah, RJ's still upside down. You better come back to your right side up, RJ, before you lose all the blood in your head. Oh yeah, Popeyes. You're right, Cheryl. Popeyes. He does know his Popeyes. I actually did a Popeyes review from Popeyes in Shreveport, and it was okay. Not the best Popeyes I've ever been to. I was out by the airport, and that area is pretty rough, so I don't think the workers really give two shits in that area. He's a poker player, but he has food reviews in his playlist. Okay, I'll check that out then. I like the off the beaten path. Joel, hey, how are you? How you doing, bud? Give my New Zealand, these things are scrolling so fast. Give me my New Zealand doggies. They're great for me. It's Yardbird. That's right. It's Yardbird. Real Yardbird. Now, pigeons, and one thing people don't realize, pigeons are very popular in France to eat. A lot of people don't even understand that they're a normal thing you eat over there. And if you see them on a menu here, they're called squab. So if you go to a fine dining restaurant and you see squab on the menu, that's a pigeon. And actually in southern Louisiana, they raise a lot of pigeons to eat. So we will try to find one of those places and do a pigeon video if I can find one. I think I know where one's at by this old plantation, but we'll see. My buffering. Dodgy said RJ's head's pretty empty. Let's see here. Where are we at? My comments disappeared for a second. I'm trying to re-find them here. This thing bounces. You can bounce between StreamYards and back over to the YouTube side, but the YouTube side, and I'm not sure this one shows all the comments either. Let's see, squab. Cornish hens are good. Yes. Matter of fact, Mrs. Chef made Cornish hens last week. What day was that? Like Monday or Tuesday last week? You made Cornish game hens.
They're very good.
They're very good. What'd you put on them?
Butter.
Butter. You gotta have the butter. Gotta have butter.
Salt. Apricot preserves.
Apricot preserves. Yeah, it was very nice. And this is brought to you by Big Red. I'm not drinking tonight. I got an early morning meeting downtown. I can't be all hungover and shit. Kind of an important meeting. So, okay, Tobacco Row in here. What's up, Tobacco Row? Bacon wrapped pigeon breast and a barbecue? Hell yeah. I've eaten pigeon many times, but so many people have this. It's got like what do you call it? Like people just have this fear of pigeon, like, oh, that's taboo or something. Well, it's normal, just not in not in America. Okay, Ratty Rattle. Yeah, squab is like Cornish game hen, but it's pigeon. So, just oh hell, he's live. Yes, finally, Tricious travels. I am live, but it's not not from my cell phone operation here and all the good shit we were going to do, because it still won't let me go live. So I had to backdoor it through StreamYard. I love Big Red too. Let's see what I've missed here. Linda Willis says, Chef, you can always put a smile on my face in the scene. Chef fits you. Yeah, I'm pretty insane sometimes. I try to be calm, but when you work I've already worked like 3 lifetimes, and I'm only 44 years old. So when you work as a chef, you work 16, 18-hour days, most times 6 days a week, and you just lose your mind at a certain point. It just starts going. Tawana, hey, how are you? I got all the good subscribers in here today. This is great. Let's see where you're at here. I like the videos on areas that you visit and give a little history on it. Yeah, I like doing those. Those are some of my favorite videos to do. Looks like I'm buffering again, but yeah, those are some of my favorite videos to do, is the traveling videos and showing the small towns and trying to wrap some food in there. Tobacco Rose says, I have friends who raise roller pigeons. Some end up on the dinner table. Well, hell yeah. Pigeon's really good eating. Mateo, you don't know what Big Red is? It's a damn soft drink. I can't drink beer every night. Cheryl says, couldn't see you use Streamlabs on your phone. Yeah, you can use Streamlabs. I'm using StreamYard. I tried to use StreamYard on the phone. It wouldn't let me. It said it was having technical difficulties. So, oh, thank you, Aloha. Yeah, I like doing those. That was a fun video. That was crazy. And Mrs. Chef thought I lost my mind, and I think I did last night when I was doing that. When I was shooting that video, that was a fun one to do. No, it's like cream soda. It's like Big Red is like a cream soda. It's but it's got kind of a peppery aftertaste. It's like a spicy cream soda. I don't know how to explain it. No, it doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper, Mateo. It tastes like cream soda, like A&W, but was like a peppery aftertaste. Ah, that's right. So we'll end up in New Orleans on this road trip. I'll get back to the road trip for a minute. We're going to end up in New Orleans, and I will get to see my daughter. She did not get to make it up for Christmas because she was working, and it didn't work out. So I get to see her back on Thanksgiving. So we're going to go see her. It's her birthday, actually, in a couple of days. So we get to see her like a week after her birthday. So that should be fun. We have a boatload of pigeons roosting in our roof. I'd be more than happy to get a recipe for pigeon. We can feed the neighborhood. We'll do a pigeon recipe. I'm going to look for a place down there that does pigeon and try to get y'all one. At least show y'all how they cook. We'll see what I can find. Back at roast, I drink half the Rocket Fizz and let it set for 24 hours and still have fizz. Some had fizz for 36 hours. Why? They put in a hell of a lot of carbonation. That's one thing. I did that video last week. I was messaging back and forth with Tobacco Row, and what's funny is Mrs. Chef was cleaning out the closet shelves in there, and she said, "Why are you hanging on to this receipt in here from Rocket Fizz?" I said, "Well, it's because it was a reminder when I went down there and saw my daughter and all, and we went to Rocket Fizz in New Orleans. I can't remember what street it was on. We've been a Rampart or one of those. Anyway, it was we had a good time. So I held on to that. And it was fun. I like finding the cool soda places. That's what me and Tobacco Road were talking back and forth about. And he said that he had just shot a video in the one up there in Kansas City, I think he said. But yeah, they put a lot of carbonation in there, so it should last. One of the coolest soda places I went out to Baker Hotel last year and had what was the name of that Crazy Water? Is that the name of it? Yeah, it's a springs called Crazy Water Springs. And they actually took the bottled water and it had different amounts of alkaline and shit in it. You could pick whichever one you wanted, and then they would actually mix the soda for you right there. So that was pretty cool to do. Okay, Trisha Travels says, staying in NOLA for Mardi Gras. No, I won't be there for actual Mardi Gras. It's actually be right before Mardi Gras. So it'll be the last, right before February starts. So Mardi Gras comes early this year. So let's see. Scooter Scarborough, how are you? Best hoghead cheese I ever had. Cool. Price's Market. Okay, check that out. Oh, you're in Wichita. Okay, I couldn't remember if you were in Kansas City or Wichita. I couldn't remember you went to that place. South of Yuma. Okay, cool. I'll be in that area, so I will check it out. Montague. Silver Surfer. How are you, Silver Surfer? Well, thank you, Silver Surfer, for being your favorite YouTuber. They probably started partying. Oh yeah, I'm sure that. I've been down there for the week or two before Mardi Gras. I don't go for actual Fat Tuesday because it's too crazy and too expensive. For one thing, the hotel rooms go up to $400 a night and all that crap. But it is a fun party, and we'll probably do a little party. And we might. Where do you want to go when we're in New Orleans, Mr. Chef? Any particular place you want to check out? My favorite restaurant there is a Palace Cafe over on Canal Street.
I mean, I'd love to get into Cafe Du Monde.
Yeah, Cafe Du Monde's kind of, to me, it's a little overrated, and it's just so packed. It takes forever to get in there. So. Oh yeah, it's gonna be crowded. So I don't. So anyway, we'll see.
I don't know if I want to go straight through.
Well, yeah, I do need to go to the cemetery because I told Lamont I would do a cemetery video for him for his channel for Lamont at Large. So we will do that. Okay, let's see. Does my family ever visit Florida? Hello, Donna. How are you? Sometimes. I haven't been to Florida. When's the last time we went to Florida?
When we went to Disney.
Yeah, it's been about 9 or 10 years since I've been to Florida. It's been a while.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years since I've been to Florida. I came real close when I went on the last trip last spring. We went to Alabama around Mobile, but I didn't go all the way to the Florida line. Oh, Gambino's makes my favorite king cake, Donna. Gambino's makes a damn good one. Tobacco Rose says, I showed Mom your Durant casino videos. She said, yeah, you have relatives working there. I have relatives working there? I don't know relatives working in Durant Casino. Yes, Andrew. So we're going to do some cemeteries. I'm actually going to do, my plan is to stop. It's supposed to rain this entire trip. Next week shows rain the whole week, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to look at doing, there's some really cool, the oldest cemetery in the Louisiana Purchase is in Natchitoches. So the story is there's Natchitoches, Louisiana, and Natchitoches, Texas. And the chief, that's two sons, and the chief is buried in that cemetery or something other. So I'm gonna check that out and see what we can find out about that. B. Athens says your daughter can take take you to some good local place. I bet. Yeah, she knows a lot of the local places. There's a couple of them I used to go to a lot when we used to go down there a lot, but it hadn't in a while. So she's supposed to be. Uh, oh, you have relatives working there. Okay, I see. Cool. That's a pretty cool casino. But yeah, there's a couple of local places I want to try to find that I used to go to if they're still there, and then we'll go from there. You ever make deviled crab? Sometimes I do. I haven't put a video out like that. I make a lot of crab cakes and stuff. I don't usually on the channel here. I try to show y'all. Main thing is like cheaper meal ideas. That was the original premise of this show, was to show how to make cheaper family meals and cuss a lot and be a comedy show. So sometimes I'll show you all the more expensive things and more intricate things, but I do tons of that shit in the real world. So I don't show as much when I'm cooking at home, just because I do that all day. So, but I will try to show y'all some clips. I think no, I don't. I thought I had crab cakes on the menu tomorrow, but I don't, for a catering party I'm doing. But on this channel, I try to show y'all things that you can make easily at home for inexpensive prices. The catering operation I do is high end, so I do a lot of fancy stuff. People pay $100 a plate, $200 a plate and they're getting premium stuff. I did a wedding 3 weeks ago now, out in West Texas. Yeah, and you can see videos from me traveling back and forth. But I did this wedding out there, beautiful place up on top of a cliff, and those people paid almost $300 a person, but they got premium everything. I mean, everything is premium. Premium crab cakes, premium shrimp, certified Angus beef steaks, ribeye, prime rib, leg of lamb. I mean, they wanted the best of the best, and they got the best of the best, and they paid for it, so that's fine. Let's see. Sharon B says, sorry, Kooky mails me watch old lady comedy. Oh, I think it makes me watch old lady comedy shifts. So glad to catch you live. Yeah, Sharon, I haven't been live, and the last time I went live was probably about 4 months ago. So I don't do it too often. I'll do a lot more when the phone starts working. But to me, I don't like sitting here and just talking in the table here, because it's just not as much scenery and all. I like talking to y'all, but I mean, I like showing y'all stuff as I'm talking, because it makes it a little more interesting to me. So you got relatives working in the casino in Durant. Yeah, that casino trip, we'll talk about that real quick. So that casino is about an hour and a half north of Dallas, the other side of the border in Durant, Oklahoma. And that casino is competing with WinStar, which is up 35 going north into Oklahoma. And they both compete to be the largest casino. Right now, WinStar says it's the largest casino in the world. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what their claim is. I heard there's some big casinos in China and places, so who knows. But they are competing, so they're building another tower. There's going to be 4 towers there, and the casino floors. How many machines do you think they have there, Mrs. Chef?
Where?
At Choctaw. They must have like 5,000 machines and probably 200 table games. It's huge. And when I walked through there, I didn't film the whole thing, because I know that people get pissed off if you're filming around the table games and stuff. So I tried to just show y'all bits and pieces. But that's a huge casino, and with all them building on, it's hard to win there. But I had pretty good luck. I came out a little ahead, so that was good. Okay, let's get back to this. Here we got Center says, you ever get tired of cooking? Yes, I do get tired of cooking, because I just came out of a really, really long stretch of, when you come through December, all the Christmas parties, and then we had that big hockey match in town, so I had to do a lot of work for them too on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. So I got very, very little downtime. Looks like we're freezing up again. Okay, let me back away. There we go. So we got very, very little downtime. So it's been a lot of lot of work, and that's why I'm taking this trip to Louisiana, just kind of decompress. I hadn't had very much downtime, and usually when I'm on the road, I'm either working or something like that. That's the reason I'm out in those areas, and I try to film some while I'm out there. So, okay, let me get back to the comments here. Okay, Kookie, thanks for joining me, Kookie. Haven't seen Kookie in here in a while. Got Kookie and Cheryl, and I got everybody in here. This is great. Okay, this is nice for a change. Well, thank you, Cheryl. Choctaw. Yep, Choctaw Casino in Durant, Oklahoma. Have you ever cooked for the Romer family? I don't believe so. I cook for a lot of people, so possibly. I'm not too familiar with it. It sounds familiar, but I don't know who they are exactly. Rebecca Rose is like, wow, Durant. What the fuck? Yep, I was in Durant. I know we talked about that before. You said you had family from that same area. I got some family up there too, or did. Most of them are dead and gone now. No, Cookie, I don't even know where Conky went off to. He is an a-hole. Where did Conky go to, Mrs. Chef? Did you burn him at the stake? See, she hid him from me. I think she burned his ass, threw him in the damn gutter. My slow season Silver Surfer is the summertime. That's when I get my most time off. When we slow down, I do a lot of parties for conventions that come to town, and the convention season slows down big time here in Dallas because it gets hot and people don't schedule conventions. School's out, and there's not many conventions coming to town, so that's a slow time. I'm in human. The shopping bag makes a good boudin po' boy. Okay, great. All right, Scooter, I'm gonna try that out because boudin is one of my favorite damn things to eat. I was talking about some dirty rice on the way home. Let's see, where are we here? Good, what to do? I can see one. Yeah, awesome, safer trip. Well, thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much. Cookie said, "Way to go, Mrs. Chef." You really throw him in the trash? I hadn't seen him in a while. I think she might have. Don't remember. Bullshit. I know you remember. You threw Conky away. He's an asshole, but I was gonna go like shoot him with a 410 or something.
Damn, forgot.
Where did I attend culinary school? I attended culinary school in Dallas in 1994, 95, and 96. A place that doesn't exist anymore. They went out of business. They got in trouble actually for some kind of fraudulent shit they were doing. And back then, you went to culinary school, you actually learned shit. These kids today, they don't learn shit because these culinary schools are just like push them through type. We actually had to go through a whole process. It was like you had to do 2 years in school, and then you had to do a year of practicals, and you had to work at each place. So I had to work in a bakery for 6 months. I had to work in fine dining for 6 months and banquet kitchen for 6 months, garde manger for 6 months. You had to do all these things. So nowadays they just push them in and out of there. They don't learn shit. These kids getting out of school, I can't even hire them. They don't know anything, and they feel like they're entitled. I want $25 an hour. Well, go fuck yourself. Go learn something, and we'll talk. Put about 20 years on yourself, learn something, and we'll talk about $25 an hour. So no, I went to a local school in Dallas. It's about half the price of CIA. I was going to go to CIA, and it was about half the price. And because I could stay my parents had moved to Dallas by that point, and I could stay with them and not have to pay boarding fees and all, so it made more sense. We did learn out of the CIA cookbook. Matter of fact, I may have that book over here.
Like you said.
I don't see it anymore. I don't know where it went. Okay, I don't know where that cookbook went. I don't see it. I usually sitting over there, but I don't know where I put it. I may have put it in the garage or something. I was trying to clean up the other day. Did you visit the CIA twice? Wish I could have gone there. Yeah. CIA is a good school. They teach you the right way. That's something you just don't see much anymore. CIA is Culinary Institute of America, Silver Server. Let's see here. Make a pop of a good word. Oh yeah, exactly, Cheryl. You make 2-3 things and they pass you. These people don't know anything. They really don't. They don't teach them. Yeah, Conky may have took the book. You're right, Cheryl. I think Conky did take the book. And Mrs. Chef threw his ass in the garbage. I like putting him down in the swamp up the street here. Then he's got to, fight his way out of the swamp and alligators and shit. We don't have no alligators. I'm in North Texas. No alligators in this swamp. Hey, John, how are you? Cookie, you ain't met my 410. Laugh out loud. That's right. I got the judge. So with those defense rounds, I don't think there'd be anything left to Conky if I was to take care of him that way. I'm sorry if I missed any of the comments. This thing was scrolling through pretty quick earlier. But yeah, so I've been in this business since I started culinary school in '94. Started doing apprenticeships in '95 and '96. Graduated the school part of it in '96. Still had, I think I had 1,800 hours left to do before I could actually graduate, but I was out of the school. So my graduation was actually '97 from school completely, but I attended school in 94, 95, a little bit of '96 was the end of school. And then I think I had to go, I got my diploma over there. Let's see when it says I graduated. So my actual graduation, I just looked at it over this. My diploma is over on the wall. It says October 21st of 1997 was the actual graduation, but I've been done with it for a long time at that point. Hopefully I'm not buffering. It's kind of scrolling like I was. So let's see. Okay, I think we're back. Chef, I love cheap eats in Vegas. My frying pan goes with me from now on. You never know. You get in Las Vegas and you can really blow through some cash quick, and your ATM won't work again till midnight, and you're like, shit, I'm gonna spend all my damn money. I done ATM 3 credit cards in my bank account. What the fuck am I gonna eat? So then you have to go get your skillet out, beat your pigeon, and go fry them up in your hotel room. And then midnight rolls around, you can go drink and smoke and eat some food and gamble some more. So just keep that in mind if you're in Vegas. Yeah, sometimes your debit card don't work till midnight. Deb in Vegas, how are you? Deb in Vegas, I hope you checked out my Vegas video I posted earlier. Okay, so okay, I'm not buffering. I did the Model 65. Tobacco Rose says, I wish you safe travels, happy times. Can't wait to see your videos. Yeah, there should be some really good videos coming out of that. It is supposed to rain, like I said, the whole time. So hopefully I catch some breaks in the rain, because some of those areas are really pretty to get outside and shoot. But we'll play it by ear. If it's raining and nasty, we'll do more inside things. We'll just see how it goes. I went to OST and Okmulgee. We had a great culinary school. Used to eat their food all the time. That's cool. Yeah, some schools have some really good culinary programs. There's one in Fort Worth that's through the Fort Worth Tarrant County College does a really good program, and it's cheap. It's way less. I think I paid around 40,000 for my education, and that was 25, 26, 7 years ago. So I'm sure these days it ain't cheap. Uh, Plastic wrap with you too for warming leftovers. Yeah, and you also need to take some breakfast wrap with you. If you're gonna go out and live the street life, make sure you take a jar with you, some plastic wrap, some breakfast wrap, which is toilet paper, and that way you can clean up all your messes and nobody will be offended. Because everybody gets offended these days. Now, could you imagine actually going out on the street and hitting a pigeon over the head with a frying pan? People would be calling the police on you, being all kinds of trouble. But it was a funny video. Okay, you did in Vegas? Cool. I'll check that out. When we went to Yellowstone, we bought a cheap toaster, coffee maker, cooler, gas burner, and cooked in the cabin and saved the bundle. Yeah, I do that a lot. A lot of times we're on the road, you'll notice I have a cooler with me, and I take my little, I got a butane burner, and I take a skillet and a couple utensils and some seasoning. I do a lot of cooking on the road. I try to only eat out once a day because that shit adds up on you, especially if you got your kids with you. So it makes a lot of sense to try to make a meal when you can, save a few bucks, and then save that money for a really cool meal. If you do that, then you can afford to spend $80 or $100 on a meal for something really spectacular. But that way you're not, if you're stopping and eating fast food 3 times a day and then eating a meal, it adds up. Let's see, where are we here? Where am I? If you pass through Alexandria around lunchtime, check out Lucille's Red Kettle. Good food and lots of it. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I will be going through Alexandria. I'm not sure. It's probably gonna be morning time. I'm probably gonna stay. It looks like I'm probably gonna crash out around Natchitoches on. I think about Sunday night. I think we're leaving Sunday night. I'm gonna try to meet up with Rhonda and Billy for Strong's Adventure. Have dinner with them, and then maybe go down to Natchitoches and spend the night. So it'll probably be early morning when I go through Alexandria. But last time I was in Alexandria, my daughter did live there for a little bit, and we went over to Pineville and ate at what's the name of that place we ate at? It was pretty damn good. Bucket Seafood. That's pretty good. I was impressed. They had the crawfish stingers that were delicious. I will tell them that you sent me, Scooter, if I can get on there. Lazy Owns, yeah, absolutely. The original meat pie. We'll probably be having original meat pie next because that's the original place and the good shit. So we will probably do that depending on what time. It's all depends on timing, I'm just not sure exactly what places will be open or not open, and I don't know if they're open on Sunday. I can't remember if Lazy Owns is open on Sunday, but we'll see. We will sure see. Now I'll be in. I'll probably spend the night around Opelousas on Monday night. I'm probably gonna stay with my aunt and uncle actually because it's they're there and I want to see them and hang out with them. They're getting older. My uncle ain't in great health, so I want to see them for sure. Seals does breakfast too. Okay. Scoot, I appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely try to check out some of these places that you're speaking of, if it all works out for sure. But if you ever get a chance to go to Louisiana and you want to go to some really cool places, Natchitoches is amazing area. You got the Cane River that runs through there. And what it was, the Cane River is kind of like it's dammed up on each end. So I forgot what they call it. It's some kind of lake now, but it still looks like a river. But it was where the Red River used to go through, and it was when Captain Shreve came up there for the town Shreveport's named after. He had to blast it out, and when he did, it diverted the river around the way it is now. But they used to have to actually unpack everything, walk it or mule it up like 4 miles, and then re-put it back on the river because this giant log jam was there. So kind of interesting history. And the thing that's cool about it though is you got all the plantations, all that they've restored and opened as national parks. So what do they call them? They don't call them national parks, but national something. Anyway, they're really cool. One of them is the Magnolia Plantation, and the other one is Oakland Plantation. So those are pretty cool to check out. That whole area is just a ton of history. There's some Civil War battles fought around there, and just a lot of history. And actually, what did that ferry ride? Not the ferry ride, but the Surrey ride. They said that the Union Army spared Natchitoches because it was the oldest city and they didn't torch it. So a lot of that stuff's still there from the early 1700s. Okay, my mom says, Cookie says, my mom split a can of Denny Moore beef stew cooked on a sterno stove between 6 of us in the motel room. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Cookie. Get that and get you some Jiffy Pop and you got dinner. Yeah, Sharon, yeah, Cane River Lake. That's right, Scooter, Cane River Lake. But they call it, I forgot what it's a special name for a lake, and I can't remember what they told me. It's got a weird name, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's Cane River Lake. And a lot of it's perfect for these teams that do the row teams. So a lot of the colleges come there and train for rowing. And you'll see them out there when you're there. They'll be out there and they have like whatever it is, like 12-man and 20-man row teams, these giant long boats, and they're rowing. They haul ass too. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, Natchitoches has a crazy history. Lots of historical sites. It's an interesting place. Yeah, Aloha. I did both of them. I did the Magnolia Plantation and the Oakland Plantation on some videos last year. So, yeah, Scooter and Alex, they got the Kent Plantation. I would like to see the Kent Plantation. And where I'm going, there's a couple plantations I will be visiting if all goes well and it's not pouring rain and storming. But I do have that on the list of things to do. So you will get to see some plantations from deep south in Louisiana. See where am I here? Oh, Sharon, yeah, crawfish stingers. It's basically like you have a shrimp and grits. So you take the grits and put some cheese in there, put your crawfish tails in there, and you ball it all up, and then roll it and fry it like you're chicken frying it. So you soak it in buttermilk, a little Tabasco, roll it in some seasoned flour and deep fry it. Oh man, I'm delicious. I made some when I got home. I made my own version and it turned out really good. So good stuff. All right. Well, guess I need to start winding this down. I gotta get up early and go to a meeting in the morning. It's 10:30, so local time here. See where we at. We'll stay on for about another 3 minutes here. Oh, your mom is the director at the Kent Plantation. Oh, cool. Well, we'll definitely try to check that out. The Oakland or the Magnolia Plantation was interesting because people lived there all the way up into the 70s. The last family left, and when it had a really interesting story. The main house burned down, and then I guess the main family moved to the slave hospital, and then it has one of the oldest cotton gin. The way it was, I forgot to say, there's only 2 of these particular style cotton gins left in the world on display, so they had one of them. So it's pretty cool. Okay, maybe the rainstorm will bring in some ghosts out. I am staying in a place that's supposed to be haunted. Um, so we will see. As long as that goes through and everything works out like it's supposed to, I will be staying in a haunted place. So I will be looking for ghosts. We stayed in a haunted hotel one time in Jefferson, Texas, and it's the oldest town in Texas, and it's what's the name of that hotel we stayed in that was haunted? Oh yeah, the Excelsior House. And I swear to God, Mrs. Chef freaked out the entire night. And the old woman that checked us in, she was an old woman, and she had that scary, just dark sense about her, like she might have been the devil or something. It was kind of weird experience the whole way around. She's like, "You do know about room 203, don't you, Sonny?" I said, "That's why I'm here. I saw that shit on TV." She goes, "Okay, I'm just letting you know." And Mrs. Chef said she heard somebody in the bathroom all night and running the shower and touching on the feet and the bed and everything else. I didn't. I lived in a haunted house that was built in 1860, and a doctor had hung his wife in there and murdered her. And I did get some weird feelings. I lived in the house we lived in the house about 3 years. Yeah, so I did get I did have some feelings like somebody's watching me, and the hair on the back of my neck was standing up every now and then. I had this old attic room. That's where he'd murdered his wife. When I was up there, I turned it into a game room. So I had a ping pong table up there and a couple of arcade games. And when I was sitting there one night paying some bills, this is back when you wrote checks for everything before the internet and all. This is the late '90s, and I was sitting there writing some checks out. My cat kind of stood up on the edge of the ping pong table and was looking around and started growling like, "Meh." I'm like, what the hell? And then I felt the hair on my neck stand up. I said, I'm fucking out of here, you know. So I do believe in ghosts. I didn't feel any that night. She said she felt a ghost, but good stuff. Okay, let me go read some comments and we're gonna get out of here for the evening. So where were we at here? Trish Taylor says, y'all have a safe trip and good night. Good night, chat. Thank you, Trish, for jumping in with us. GoldieCon, live, Chef, and everybody. Yes, thank you, Goldie, for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping in. Deb in Vegas. Let's see, you are awesome with the video. Oh, thank you, Deb. Appreciate that. Food Stamp Sally says, cool. Hope you get to experience something. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right, she said, thanks for doing the hangout, Chef. Yes, you're welcome, Food Stamp Sally. Aloha, yeah, cool. Hopefully I will get to experience some ghosts. I'm into that. I think that's pretty cool. I watch Ghost Adventures. I think half that shit's completely made up, but you never know. Old woman who lives in a shoe. That was you? Oh, great. Thank you for checking me in. Except this has been about 15 years ago. I know that one was 100, so you must be really getting up there in age, old woman who lives in a shoe. Enjoy the stream. Have been ever been to Abilene? Yeah, I go out through Abilene. I was out there twice last year. I do events all over, so I'm all over the place. But Abilene, I actually went through when I drove out to Arizona to the spring training. So I went through that time, and I went through earlier that year. I think it was the year before I went down to the Big Bend area just to check it out. Paul Jackson says, hi, Chef. Love your videos going to Lollapalooza next year. Hopefully so. I don't know where it's going to be. I saw Lola was talking about doing a Lake Bob Sandlin. That's a really nice lake. So I hope she does, and I hope to make it. Yeah, maybe I'll have my RV and be able to actually stay this time instead of just dropping by. And thanks for the loving the videos, Paula. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Deb. I know you don't do Dallas. I said Deb in Dallas. I meant Deb in Vegas. Saving the roads enjoys the visit and time off. Yes, thank you. Goldie Khan says your intro singers. I can't tell what that says because it's like boxes. Yeah, the intro song's fun. I don't put that one on all the videos because it's pretty out there. I usually just do them on the videos I know and be acting crazy in. I try to clean up the channel a little bit, getting closer to the 1,000 subs so that they would not be any issues with them making me go live stream again, but still having issues being a live stream. So that's why today, when it won't let me live stream, I said, fuck it, we're going to do a crazy ass video. Paul Jackson says, bring spices. Yes, I will bring more spices. This last time I did the Creole spice, I passed out to everybody at Lollapalooza. I brought those ribs, those fall off the bone ribs. And this year, maybe we'll do a Tex-Mex spice or something. We'll see. Now, I have some spices I actually have privately labeled for me for one of my restaurants, but I don't blend them myself. So I have a company out in Rusk, Texas, blend them. So I don't want to bring y'all something that wasn't actually blended by me. Well, I did a video on that, Paula, for when I went out to Lollapalooza, and I showed y'all actually the blending of it and all. So those are hand blended by me, not just factory made. All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for joining in. I sure appreciate it. We'll hopefully be able to do live streams again. I got the whole setup here for doing that. It's just they haven't allowed me to start yet. I talked to Lamont the other day. He said on his channel, his last channel that he got to be able to go live on took almost 4 weeks after he got 1,000 subs. So who knows? It's been about a week and a half or 2 weeks since I got 1,000 subs. So we'll see. Hopefully in the next week, they'll let me go live. I did email them. I sent that email to India and haven't heard back from Patel yet. So we'll see if he contacts me and says, you're good to go. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Good night, and we will see you guys next time.